Hey, this is Heather with Especially Paper. Today we're going to make an Oh So Merry banner for your mantle. The template works with any cutting machine that accepts SVG files, including Cricut and Silhouette. I won't get into detail about how to set the project up for your cutting machine, but before we start crafting, I will share a few tips for Cricut Design Space users. One of the unique features of this template is the stitching around the letters. This is done with the pen on the machine. To set up the project to write on the Cricut, select the layers of stitching. To select multiple layers, hold down Shift and click the layers. Switch the operation for those layers to pen. Under the drop-down, select the pen type you'll be using. I'm using one of Cricut's glitter gel pens. Select a group with the stitching and corresponding letter outline, and click Attach at the bottom of the layer palette. Attaching the pieces ensures they are kept together on the cutting mat. In the latest release of Cricut Design Space, you can rename layers to keep things organized. One final Design Space tip. If you cut as is, all of the letters won't fit on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. But if you combine the H and Y and attach them close together, the entire set of letters will fit on one sheet. All of my pieces are cut, so let's start putting this together. That gray piece in the front, the one that kind of looks like a curtain, is a guide to help with letter placement. I'll attach the letters with foam tape to give a little bit of height. Of course, you can also use regular double-stick tape or glue. It takes a little time to pull the backing off the foam tape, so I've already peeled the backing off of this E. Position the letter using the guide so that your completed banner has even text. Adhere the U branches with the bar to the top of the flag using craft glue. Use the holes on either side to align the piece. I'm topping the first layer with lighter green branches. I like to curl the needles a little bit to add dimension. That can be done with a bone folder as seen here. This is one of my favorite tools. I use it all the time. But you can also use your fingernails or closed scissor blades. You can even just run the paper over the edge of a table like this to add curl. Run a thin line of glue down the center of the branch. I like to leave the needles loose, and I offset the piece just a little bit so that some color from the bottom layer peeks through. I cut 2 copies of the berries, a set of pink and a set of red. Layering those together adds a little extra detail. Place the berries to hide the ends of the branches. I like to position them so that the berries stick out just a little bit over the top of the flag. Follow the same process for each flag and finish by stringing. I use red and white baker's twine to coordinate with the holiday colors. Jute string would also be a cute option. I hope you've enjoyed this project. To download the template, head over to especiallypaper.com.